Hey guys, welcome back to the Wargroove Double Trouble campaign. We're here with Cherrystone Mission 2, Mini a Mage. So in comparison to last time, this mission is actually relatively straightforward. Though that's not to say it's entirely easy. So once we get into it, I'm going to explain further. So basically what we have to do is we need to get Wulfar and the twins down here into a balloon, ferry them across, and in the meantime, we're basically going to be fighting an air and naval war with the enemy. It's mostly going to be air because they're going to be deploying dragons and harpies, while on our side we're going to be using harpoon ships, warships, and eventually our own air stuff in order to actually get across. But this mission actually has another mechanic that's going to come into place soon enough. But for now, let's just go forward with Wulfar here with the swordsmen, so we can capture this village next turn. Forward with the swordsmen. Okay, meanwhile on this side we're gonna put both of the corsairs in the barge before we drop them off in these 4 locations so they can capture this water village, start taking out this water village, and we're gonna save our money for some harpoon ships because we need that anti-air soon. Alright, with that we're gonna end Wulfar's first turn. As for the twins, they're gonna do mostly the same thing. They're gonna move their spearmen forward. They're going to come forward with the twins. Up here with the swordsmen. We're going to mirror the same barge move. And they're also going to save up for a harpoon ship. So with that, let's end our turn.
Cherrystone's
okay, so now we're going to be seeing the main gimmick of this level. So the enemy is going to be spawning these Cherrystones, and if you don't remember, the Cherrystones actually give a defense boost to the site that has them in. So effectively in this whole zone, the enemy is going to get a massive defense boost. It's going to be really annoying for us to try and deal with our anti-air, but for the most part we can handle it if we just have enough firepower. The thing is though, unlike normal Cherrystones, these ones won't disintegrate when just over time. As long as Emmerich or a Mage is standing next to them, they will continuously heal up, and then they'll effectively stay here forever until you take it out, or at least until it deteriorates from a Mage or Emmerich moving away. So our main plan is going to be just fight the naval war, lure as many mages away so that we can kill them and get them away before we push forward once the defense zones will start to dry up. So we're going to come in and we're going to capture this water village. Meanwhile here, we're going to come in and we're going to start striking this water village. Yeah, we also need to be very careful of the harpies because they can come in and do a surprising amount of damage to our naval units. We're going to keep the barge here just in case we need to pull back for an emergency. And we're going to get our first harpoon ship out for Wulfar. Alright, also Wulfar is going to come down to the south and he's going to absorb an attack from Spearman and the Archer, so that way we can deal with them. We're going to move forward with the Spearman. Make sure you're not in range. And we're going to capture these swordsmen. And that's about it for Wulfar's turn. And on the twins' turn, we're going to do mostly the same things. We're going to send the twins down here. We're going to have the swordsman capture the village. We're going to have these corsairs capture this water village. We're gonna start picking away at this one. Gotta get our own harpoon ship out. And that's gonna be it for the twins' turn. So the spearmen come in and attack as expected. We're gonna be able to counterattack them. And hopefully deal with that archer that's gonna be behind them. As you can see, the mages are constantly keeping it going. Alright. So we're gonna move forward with the harpoon ship. Get ourselves another one. Watch out for this harpy. And we should be able to decapture this water village this turn. Alright, very good. Alright, now on this side, send the spearman forward. Send Wulfar across.
Away and boil your heat.
And with that, we end our turn. Alright, twins are going to be able to finish off the archer. That's great.
They won't see this coming.
Okay. But we need to be very careful because there's a dragon incoming. So we're going to get our harpoon ship forward. Get ourselves another one out. We gotta decapture this water village, or most likely gonna have to retreat back into the barge. Okay, and that's gonna be the end of their turn. Okay, the spearmen are annoying. Wulfar is supposed to get a counterattack. Also, you shouldn't really have to worry too much about any sort of early damage you take on your commanders, because the amount of time it's gonna take them to actually walk for the balloon, where we get the balloon out, that they're gonna effectively heal up. So we're gonna send our pikemen across. Wulfar is coming over here, dealing some damage to them.
Away and boil your heat.
Yeah, they're effectively done with. And we can use the swordsman just to clear out this one. And then now that we've done with these guys here, we're effectively done with the swordsmen. We're just gonna send them back to this middle part and only use them to and only ferry them across later to capture. That's even if they're still useful at that point. We're basically just gonna only want to ferry Wulfar and the twins first and Spearman second. Okay, so we're going to move forward with the harpoon ships. And we're gonna want to set up for a warship so that way we can more effectively guard the coast here. Alright, but now we're gonna actually trigger the AI. So the AI gets triggered when you actually capture the water villages on the beach here. Because now they're going to be sending everything to try and fight and stop you. That counts as you landing on the beach, so they're going to be pulling the trebuchets, they're going to be pulling the mages, and that'll help us get rid of these Cherrystones here. But again, we also have to be very careful because, again, harpies in the area, dragons in the area. So we basically need to keep up our anti-air screen. So with that, we're going to end his turn. I'm going to actually pull back with the merfolk because we don't want any accidents, and we need to basically conserve their strength for later. So we're going to drop them off here, back, here. We're going to shoot the dragon, and as you can see, the Cherrystone defense bonus is actually helping out the dragon, even though it's an air unit. So that we're just going to come here. We're also going to get ourselves another anti-air harpoon ship. We're going to send these pikemen down. These swordsmen can finish off this spearman. And we're just going to send the twins down. And with that, we end their turn. Let's Yes, as you can see, the enemy is starting to recapture all their stuff, and soon enough they're going to be moving in these trebuchets, which is also going to be the reason why we're going to need the warships so they can actually help deal with those. As you can see, the Harpy is coming in to zone us away, but it's not going to be very short-lived because we have harpoon ships incoming, and we're going to get our warship out. So long as we just stay out of range, we're going to be fine. Wulfar is going to come forward. Spearmen are going to come across the river. Swordsmen are going to double back. And with that, it's going to be the end of Wulfar's turn. Alright, as for the twins, okay, the dragon has stepped out of range of the Cherrystone. So what we can do is we can just come forward and shoot him down. That's if something else can't do it. So instead, we can actually come here and shoot at the Harpy. Though it's gonna be a bit dangerous. Just a little bit. But it's gonna pretty much be a one-shot kill. Yeah, they're gonna just live just barely. But whatever little retaliation they do isn't gonna be enough. So then we can also come in and finish off the dragon. Keep in mind, there is going to be a lot of variations with how these air units can move. And that's something that can cause you headaches later on. But for the most part, so long as you're continuously zoning out, hitting all the stuff as they come at you, you should be pretty fine. As for over here, we're going to come forward and we're going to instantly kill this mage here. He's standing on the beach. Our merfolk are going to get crit. So they're done with. So that's a -1 mage we have to deal with. And then we're going to come here. We're going to deal some damage to the water village. And we're going to take it out again, recapture it. Twins are going to come forward. So is the spearmen. Their swordsmen are going to double back. And now we're going to be saving up for a warship on their side. Alright, swordsmen come in for an attack on the village. We'll decapture it. It's fine. 1 health Harpy comes in. Only scratches our merfolk. That's fine. There's how to capture. It's also fine. Again, we have a warship on the way, as well as multiple merfolk here. And again, you also wanna dodge the trebuchets. That's something else they can get you, because the trebuchets have 5 range. Then max range, they critically strike stuff. So, very dangerous. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold down our harpoon ship, deal with that. Move the other one forward. Far the other way. Him forward. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna finish off both of these mages here, since we can't really decapture that village in one turn. Besides, the warship is incoming anyway. Again, just constantly watch out and dodge the trebuchet. So the mages on that side are down, and eventually that Cherrystone is gonna go down with them. Alright, now we're going to be saving up for dragons. Considering like they're swapped, we're going to be building Wulfar's dragons down here. Well, actually, the balloon. We're going to need the balloon as well. we're actually gonna hold off, and we're gonna get the balloon first. Okay, then the swordsmen can continue their journey. And with that, I'm gonna end his turn. Twins are gonna move forward. Guess around here, so that way we can at least move the balloon north a little bit, make the journey quicker. Swordsmen are still on their way back. We have ourselves another dragon incoming, which is going to be highly annoying. So come here, strike. Yeah, and taking out these witches is actually really good early on because they can throw down the hexes, which will do like one damage to all your army in a certain group. So having gotten rid of that early is pretty good. Strike that from range. Capture here. Make sure we keep our warships out of range when we get our own warship up. Alright, yeah, with that we end the twins' turn. Okay, the dragon decides to go for the water village, which is excellent because that's effectively baited them. Okay, so here comes the trebuchets. We need to be very, very careful. As you can see, yeah, pretty much dealing with that mage possible for the moment. I'm gonna come here and I think we just gotta take out this water village here and then capture it. Constantly be on the lookout for the harpies. Gotta do a little bit of damage to this village. Not gonna be a lot, but something is better than nothing. Gonna move the merfolk here. Alright, now our own harpoon ships. Gonna wait. Wulfar's gotten the balloon. Send the balloon up here so we can pick up the twins. Alright. That we end our turn. Yeah, we just need to constantly make sure we're dodging. So we're gonna pull back and we're gonna shoot the dragon with both of these. Yeah, both of these harpoon ships. Come forward just a little, so that way we have that extra defense from not being on the beach, and we're gonna hit this harpy here. Okay, now they've effectively been dealt with. We can strike the water village, and we're gonna pull back with the other merfolk, so that way they don't get hurt by the trebuchet. Okay, all the while we're moving our own warship into position. Twins are going to drop in the barge. Spearmen are going to come forward. Swordsmen have already made it to the center. And with that, we're going to end our turn. Alright, once again, Harpy comes in and only scratches a merfolk, which is fine. Yes, as you can see, the enemy are being pulled all over the place. They're continuously losing. Okay, we have ourselves another dragon, so we can't get overconfident because they're constantly reinforcing. That's going to be the main issue here. They're going to be constantly reinforcing. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our stuff south, but that's after a bit. We're actually gonna do something sneaky here. We're gonna go forward. Take out this village with the warship. Okay. Then we're gonna come forward. We're gonna capture it with the merfolk. So this is most likely gonna bait another reaction to the north here. We're going to have a barge ready to evacuate. We're going to have a barge ready to evacuate that one merfolk. As for the south side here, we're going to come in, take out this harpy, which will allow more freedom of movement for the purple army. We're actually going to do something else too. We're going to put Wulfar here and the twins here. Yeah, because they're outside of range of everything. So they can survive being hit by one dragon. Okay, then we're going to send that back. Going to get ourselves a dragon out for Wulfar. That's going to be their support. Alright. Make sure the spearmen are constantly moving forward too, so the balloon can easily pick them up. And with that, we're going to end turn. Twins, they can actually take their first movement turn first because of how the transport system works. But as of right now, it's probably not a good idea to move them forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to just try and get out of... Well, we actually can't get out of range because of how they caught us here. But that's okay. Since we're going to have a warship right nearby. Yeah, it's highly unfortunate. But it's going to be fine, I think. We might have to. And again, it's really hard. Actually, the best spot might be just directly beside it so it can't hurt us. Okay, so then that way, pull the merfolk back. He's gonna get the archer crit, but that's better than receiving the crit from the... That's better than receiving a crit from the actual crit machine. Alright, we're gonna move the spearmen forward. We're eventually going to get a dragon on this side as well. We want to get a dragon on that side too. And with that, we're going to end turn. So the dragon is going to be annoying, coming in at Wulfar. It's going to lose some health. Fine. The archer is going to quickly strike our stuff. Also fine. worse. Okay. So both of our... So we're gonna use this to evacuate as planned. Gonna pull this guy down. I'm gonna one-shot the dog. Effectively whittling away at them, and we're trying to force ourselves forward. Alright, there's not that much anti-air here. So with that, we're gonna press on. The harpoon ships are gonna be able to deal with the dragon force, so we're not even gonna worry about that. We're gonna get ourselves a witch. Wulfar is going to just stay put because it's gonna be the twins that are gonna have to deal with. Gonna have to deal with this. That's unfortunate. We want to save our tee off as well. So with that, we're just gonna hold up. Send the balloon back. Keep the swordsmen ready. Make sure we keep enough anti-air in this area because the enemy will start building if they start detecting a lack of anti-air. So we want to keep anti-air all in the areas where it will actually help us. As for the merfolk, we're basically just gonna bait them into the attack. We're gonna finish them off. With that, we're gonna end turn. Alright. Both of our harpoon ships, we gotta take out the dragon. Alright, we're gonna move this harpoon ship away. Just gotta take another archer strike, but that's alright. Actually, if not, we can bait them into capture into this too. Hopefully, we can actually bait them, the archers, to strike someone else instead of attacking the harpoon ship again. We're gonna get our dragon out. That's gonna help assist us from the north. There's not really much we can do about that. So what we just do is we go forward and we hit with twins, I believe. Yeah, I think we're gonna go on the plains. Yeah, we're gonna fight these guys on the plains, so that way the enemy has to fight us from the road, and they're also baiting the harpies to attack us. So that way we can shoot them down as well. Again, it's basically an attrition numbers game, where they keep throwing stuff at us, but we have to make sure we're not getting attrition from all the guys they're sending. But we've got dragons incoming. We've taken out we've taken out one trebuchet, so it should be pretty fine. Wulfar is eventually going to be able to heal from something over here. We're going to send the first spearman there. The other spearman is going to jump in. Our dragon's on the way. Alright, now it's in turn.
Alright.
Okay, the mage is coming in and attack the twins. Counterattack.
Let's hope this works.
Okay. This one is actually going to be... Yeah, it's going to be distracted, stuck here for a while. The archer's coming for the twins. Very good. We can easily get rid of them. Okay, so Imric and the mages have been activated. Again, that's fine. That's why we have the warships. As you can see, the enemy reinforces really, really quickly. So we need to think about our next moves very carefully. So things that we need to do. Yeah, because of how much the anti-air is everywhere, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to like lure them into like areas around here, so that way we can use our superiority numbers. Coming here, yeah, we're gonna be taking some amount of damage in return. That some damage is gonna be fine if it's whittling down the trebuchet and actually allowing us to move. Yes, we can send our merfolk to the south as well. Again, so long as we're just very careful, make sure we don't send our guys onto land. Gonna pull the dragon back. The hag is coming forward. Okay, we're actually gonna drop the purple guy off here and the Wulfar's guy onto the side. So that way the purple guy can actually come forward and attack. We're gonna wait Wulfar here. So the dragon. And the dragon will wait. We're gonna save for yet another dragon, because we're gonna need them to try and break through. So the twins' turn. They're gonna actually come up and they're gonna heal, while the purple, he can come to the beach here and attack, I believe. It'd be better if we go here, pick off this guy. Then we move the twins forward to heal. They're going to be taking multiple mage crits. I think that's something they can handle, actually. Instead of any of that, I think we just throw down our cooling water here. That way we can be healing all of our guys.
Okay, here we
Again,
go.
as you can see, it gets really stally this part of the level. Yes, we can send this guy onto the beach and attack. Yeah, effectively we wither down the enemy. Dragon in. I think we're gonna set up for another dragon buff from the twins. Okay, with that we're gonna send the barge here. Actually pick up these swordsmen, I guess. And with that we're just gonna end turn. So the enemy is starting to lose the Cherrystones, finally. They're gonna attack the twins. Get hit in
You won't
return.
see this coming.
Another mage comes in. Yeah, they're all these mages.
This'll be loud.
Ballista chips away at the warship. Bunch of these guys are gonna get hit. They're gonna heal up a little. But now that we've actually started to reduce all of these mages, we can actually start fighting back. Firstly, we can take out this. We can take out this Cherrystone. We can start picking away at this giant. Be good for Wulfar to come and then tee off this guy into the water here.
Good luck on the landing.
Yeah, another giant is dealt with. Should be a good idea to send. I think a good idea to send this dragon over here now. I think about it. Yeah, there is far too many enemies here. So once we start getting actual air superiority at this space, start pushing our way through. Here, drop off that guy, start pushing. Yes, we don't even have to wait for the harpoon ship, we can just take it out with the hag. Okay, now we need to start sending them inland. As for Wulfar, we gotta get ourselves another dragon. And keep in mind, time limit is starting to creep up on us a bit. Like, where are we on turn 11? We have to get done by turn 18. Yeah, we have time, but yeah, but it's slowly closing in on us. Okay. And then we're gonna get our heals next turn. That's gonna be fine. Keep these harpoon ships up here to the north. I guess we'll give the enemy some bait to keep them stuck there. We're gonna put this barge here on the beach, so that way they shoot at them instead. Yes, I'm pretty sure they're gonna shoot at the barge anyway. That'll keep them stuck there. Okay, so we're gonna reinforce twins. Yeah, be coming in with the dragon from the north. Okay, so now we're actually breaking through. Wulfar has a second guy coming in. I'm actually gonna get a hag to try and keep that airport locked down. As for this guy, he can be, yeah, he can be picked off. I really want to get the twins healed up. It's kind of hard because we kind of want to use the blue to transport them across when the time comes. I think I'll do it now and spare us the trouble later. And we're just gonna push and shoot here. This village. Hope so Wulfar can decapture that and heal from it eventually. These guys can come forward, finish off the mage. So we're making forward progress. That's a good thing. And we're going to drop the swordsman off on the island. We're going to put the black swordsman in first, purple in second. Alright, and with that, we're going to end our turn. Really annoying, the archers come down, they shoot at our spearmen. That's fine. It says the trouble of actually having to hunt them down. Our plan worked. Purple Dragon should be able to finish off that trebuchet. Alright, as for Wulfar, unfortunately, because of that, it's going to be really annoying. So what we're going to do is we're just going to reshuffle that guy. We're going to move forward here. Actually, we can move the... Yeah, we're going to reshift this Mage to come here. Heck. Yeah, we want to keep each individual port lock down. Yeah, it's going to be annoying because that dragon's going to take a hit. But I guess in the meantime we can just hex. You know, we can hex. This dragon is going to come over here. We've got the archers. We want to open that door as soon as possible. Sure, we're definitely not in range of... I think we're going to send the balloon to go drop to ferry the twins. I think that's what we're going to want to do. As for the dragon, we're going to sending up him up. We just start knocking everything down. That's going to be our main thing. We don't really want to send as many people forward when we can. I think we're just going to go like this. We're going to capture this village here. We're going to use the Cherrystone on our flank to prevent the dog from finishing off the spearmen. And then we're going to reinforce off of this village. We're going to send the balloon forward as far forward as possible. Yeah, like maybe around here. So that way both the twins and Wulfar can jump in there. As for the merfolk, I guess we'll just have one merfolk be bait while the other one comes over here and punishes. And with that, we're going to end our turn. Okay. We're going to send the twins forward to hopefully absorb an attack before... Actually, or we can just put them in. I think you better just put them in. Then we drop them all off so that way we don't actually need the balloon anymore. Alright, we come forward here, strike from there so that way we actually know where the enemy is. They're going to be striking us from the top side of the barracks. As for everyone else, it's fine. The dog should go for Wulfar. No one else can really hit Wulfar. Guess we gotta send the spearmen forward so that way we can help deal with stuff as they arise. Mermen are driving inland. Swordsman is gonna come forward. these haggies coming forward. I guess we'll save up for another dragon. Perhaps even some heals. I guess we can do just a little bit of damage to eventually get rid of that. At this point, I don't really think that these minor moves matter, but they could since they all add up. So we're just going to keep our anti-air screen around. We're just going to try and make sure we're not stepping on any of the actual important units' toes. And with that, we're going to end our turn. Okay, so there's an archer that actually blocks the dragon, which is, or blocks the dragon on the harpy, so that's just good. Okay, the 1 hit point trebuchet. Gonna decapture that, but that's fine. Okay, she's gonna be taken out by the witch. While Wulfar and the twins are going to that's actually really annoying. It's actually really annoying indeed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish off these guys. Yeah, these are highly... We're gonna finish off these guys. We're gonna recapture that village. We have to be careful of Emmerich because he is starting to get bolder and walk in. So we're gonna drop the twins. We need to remember the twins are actually gonna get a first turn advantage there. So maybe we just drop only the twins off. No, I think we have to drop Wulfar off too, so that way he can get rid of the trebuchet. Yeah, because I don't think, yeah, he's not gonna be. It's actually really unfortunate, really unfortunate. So I guess what we can do is we can just come here and make it very unpalatable for him to attack us, because this one trebuchet isn't going to do that much. Especially, okay, yeah, especially if we do that, okay. So if we just come forward, take this out. That way we should be able to one-hit kill the harpy. And the dragon. And then Emmerich is going to be too afraid to actually walk forward and face us there. Because he's not going to be getting his own defense. Well, our hags take out the harpy. And then the dragon is going to most likely take out the thing. Actually, he's blocking us from reaching the door, so that's fine. Well, this dragon comes forward. Strikes them there. Nice. Okay, so Emmerich is going to be helpless. Okay, so now we're going to get to the phase where we're going to start planning the evacuation so we don't have any sort of accidents like these guys die. So we just need get the balloon back. We need to get we need to get the barges in place. Yeah, basically everyone starts retreating now. We've done our job. Get the harpy in place so that way we can minimize the air. And basically just focus on like getting things like dragons and warships like stem any sort of bad retreat that might happen. Actually, we can turn around and then we can use the dragon to... Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We can just come here. So that way we're not being bottlenecked.
Let's hope this works.
Yeah, so that way any enemy that like sort of like come through there aren't gonna like be trapping us as much. Alright, as for everyone else, we're gonna going back, barges. I guess in the hag forward. Let's get another dragon. Alright. Ooh, that's actually highly unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. So, Imric decided he wanted to just come forward. Thankfully, he didn't decide to actually attack. And as you can see, like I said earlier, the enemy is gonna... Yeah, they're gonna come across from the south there. Thankfully, we can just... over here, hex everything. And I believe we can just wipe out Wulfar. And so, yeah, one hit to wipe him out. So thankfully, that was one annoyance that we don't have to deal with. Unfortunately, destroying Imric doesn't actually...
No!
Yeah, it doesn't actually end the mission. It just sort of... Yeah, it just sort of makes Mercia upset. And... Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're still going to be like bottlenecked there. That's highly, highly unfortunate. Though, we're getting close to the end. We're getting close to the end. We just need to basically fight off those few more swordsmen. We have a few more hexes. I guess we could put the twins in the balloon. We can put the twins and Wulfar in the balloon, and then we can have them basically reshuffle positions. As for this guy and this guy, they can start pulling away. We can get another warship, I guess. Yeah, 'cause we're making enough money that we can actually do that now. Everyone else pulls back. The hag has still got everything covered. Basically, these warships and everyone else is going to retreat. Okay. The twins' turn. Again, it's gotta be highly annoying. So we're gonna come over here, blast this. We put the twins in there, so that way they can effectively ambush the enemy on their next turn. Start pulling away with just a little bit with the witch. Pull in the dragon, and again get in another dragon. Just getting away, getting away. Merfolk get to the water, swim away, and we've effectively evacuated most of the island already. So we're gonna be good on that front. Alright, and with that we end turn, see what the enemy does. Last Cherrystone goes down. Okay, the swordsmen come in and attack Wulfar. That's highly unfortunate. I don't think he's going to be able to break through on his next turn, but I could be wrong. So the enemy comes in. They start decapturing all your villages near the end. Again, we have to remember time is very much against us. Okay. So, actually I think Wulfar might, yeah, he's going to be able to break through. So what we do is we drop the twins off here so that way they can grab the treasure.
Away and boil your heat.
Okay. After that, we pretty much just need to get Wulfar to the exit. Yeah, just throw down another curse. We really don't want to deal with like any of this. Keep our dragons in a central position, keep the enemy away. That's pretty much all we have to do. Warship up, send this warship over. Dragons are coming in, move the hag away. Yeah, we're pretty much done here. Again, it's just really annoying. It's just really annoying because the enemy can bottleneck you so so hard this area. As for lack of anything better to do, no, I think we just...
This'll keep us safe.
In case they decide to actually hit the twins instead of Wulfar. Because we don't want to accidentally heal the swordsmen.
Hey.
Basically just want to keep them out of our way. Okay, this hag can move away. Dragon is coming in, forcing the enemy to stay back. Get another dragon. This one too. We have a warship. Alright. So we can get the balloon out of there and we can go. Okay, the swordsman. Highly annoying. Like, either way, Wulfar is going to be kind of stuck for a turn. Yeah, and as we can see, Mercia's guys are coming in and decapitating all of our villages. There's a hideout that we didn't use.
I won't hold back!
Yeah, there's a lot of guys, so that's why I recommended earlier, just don't even bother trying to fight this, because there's just so much stuff, like, you'd really be risking taking casualties at that point. Okay, there's a golem coming in. So instead of pulling back, we're just gonna use the balloon to cover his side. Okay, we have... So the twins are going to be able to do that. We should be able to do this within 2 more turns. So we have this turn, the other turn. Hopefully that's actually going to be enough. So here, what we can do is, because of how the enemy's moving, we're actually going to destroy this. They're starting to threaten us. We destroy the ballista. They're also threatening us. And then next turn, the twins can deal with that. We can actually use the twins to wipe out that mage over there. Stop it from being a threat. As for here, we just like put it in the center, I suppose. Guards everything there. Yeah, let's just end turn. Okay, the twins are gonna break the door. Yeah, it's gotta take Wulfar 2 turns. So I think we're gonna do it exactly turn 18. So again, this level can be pretty difficult. Even gave me a scare there at the end. But again, for the most part, so long as you just stick to the general strategy of using the warships, if you just use the warships, like pick away all the stuff on the land, or you start switching over to dragons, you should be able to do this relatively simply. So we want to take out the golem. Yeah, because like at a certain point, there's not really a lot you can do to actually make this mission flow smoother. We're gonna lose that barracks. this whole phase here just takes a long time because the enemy just like starts coming through and like capturing everything. Yeah, the archers come in, do a little bit of damage. For the most part, they can't really fight back. Yeah, we can just pull back that dragon after he wipes out the mage. Okay, so Wulfar is going to come down. Wulfar turns, and he's not going to be able to actually make it till turn 18, exactly turn 18. I guess we could just finish off this list then in our turn. So there's not really any real point in doing anything else. Probably gonna take long enough waiting for the enemy's turn. Yeah, we can just make sure everything is away. That's no accidents. And we got to move that which way. Alright. Meanwhile, twins, they get to the boat. Move her away. Dragons in. Reinforce up here, it doesn't really matter. Still just watch the slow march of us losing everything. Alright, and with that, we are done.
Hey.
Okay, so like I said, this mission isn't really that bad. It's mostly just long. Yeah, but so long as you do what I said, just use battleships and the merfolk to pick off the guys on the shore. Then before you push in with Wulfar and the twins, and then the dragons, make sure you constantly zone out the air with the harpoon ships and the hags. Again, nothing really exciting here. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.